Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss about the force between two parallel conductors carrying current. So as you can see, there are two conductors, conductor 1 through which the current I1 is flowing and the conductor 2 through which the current I2 is flowing. So here this conductors, the current carrying through the conductor will apply force on the other conductor and vice versa. So these forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So this force expression is given by force per unit length, that is mu naught I1 I2 by 2 pi r Newton per meter. You don't have to go through the derivation of it. The only thing which will be asked is the direct equation. Okay. And if you want to find out the value for mu naught by 4 pi, what you have to do is you have to substitute the value of current to be 1 ampere, that is the current flowing through each conductor is supposed to be 1 ampere and the distance between these conductor is 1 meter. So therefore, if you substitute the value of currents and the distance, you will find that F will be equal to mu naught by 2 pi and this value is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 Newton per meter. Hope you have understood what is it. And the important thing what here matters a lot is in exam, with the exam point of view, what we can say is the force per unit length between the two long straight parallel conductors carrying current is directly proportional to the product of the current, that is I1 and I2, and it is inversely proportional to the distance between the two conductors. So here how the question will arise is, they will ask you what is the dependency of force on the currents and how it is dependent on the distance between the two conductors. So hope you have understood. It directly depends on the current and it inversely depends on the distance between the two conductors. Next we have the properties of magnetic materials. There are three magnetic materials in nature, that is paramagnetic, diamagnetic and ferromagnetic. So paramagnetic materials, it have its susceptibility which is positive as well as it is very small, and for diamagnetic it is negative, and for ferromagnetic it is positive and large. And paramagnetic relative permeability is greater than unity. This is very important property. They will give you in question the magnetic material whose permittivity is greater than unity. So you should be knowing that it is paramagnetic. And for diamagnetic it is less than unity, and ferromagnetic it is very large. Okay, why? Because it is strong magnet. Then we have this paramagnetic materials, they are weakly magnetized, okay, in the direction of magnetic field, whereas diamagnetic materials, they magnetize in the direction opposite to that of the magnetic field, and ferromagnetic materials, they are strongly magnetized. Okay, the example for paramagnetic materials are aluminium, sodium, oxygen and calcium. For diamagnetic, examples will be silicon, copper, bismuth and lead. Ferromagnetic materials are iron, cobalt and nickel. So these basic properties are very important. On the basis of this basic property, you will be finding the questions. Okay, so you should know about its susceptibility, permeability and how do it magnetize in the direction and in the opposite direction, or whether it is strongly magnetized or it is weakly magnetized. So you can note down in your notebook and you just have to by heart this property, okay, as per the point of view of examinations. So hope you have understood. Then as per the syllabus of HSTR and GPSTR, the last topic what we have is the electromagnets and the permanent magnets. So the permanent magnets are the one which can retain, that means they can withstand their ferromagnetic property for long period of time. Okay, it is not easily demagnetized. Once it is magnetized, it cannot be demagnetized. Listen carefully the properties of permanent magnets. So the permanent magnets should have certain types of properties, that it should have high retentivity, saturation, it should have saturation magnetization, then it should have high coercitivity and then high permeability, so that it cannot be easily so that it can be easily magnetized. Okay, so these are certain properties of permanent magnets. And then we have the electromagnets. So electromagnets is a type of magnet in which the magnetic field is produced by an electric current. Okay, so it is not produced by itself, it is produced with the help of electric current, so that the magnetic field disappears when the current is turned off. So these are one of the property in which you can magnetize and demagnetize very easily. Okay, once the current flowing is stopped, it demagnetizes. Once the current is flowing, it gets magnetized. Okay, hope you have understood. But I can say that it is very cost effective. Why? Because the electric current is used in case of electromagnets, whereas in case of permanent magnets, they are naturally produced with the help of magnets. We don't have to induce it, whereas in electromagnets you have to supply external power so that the magnetic field is generated. But in this case of electromagnets, a large amount of electric field is like I can say it is utilized, which is not cost effective, whereas in case of permanent magnet, it is naturally occurring the magnetic field. So permanent magnets is much useful as compared to electromagnets. Hope you have understood what are permanent magnets and what is electromagnets. So this electromagnet, it is used in electric bells, loudspeakers and telephones, diaphragm, and then electromagnets, it is used in cranes to lift machinery and build quantities of iron and steel, whereas the soft iron, which is suitable to make the electromagnets. Okay, what is used? Soft ions are used to make the electromagnets. So therefore these are the properties of electromagnets, which is very important as per the exam point of view. So permanent magnet, you can consider the bar magnets, the horseshoe magnets, they are the permanent magnets, whereas the electromagnets is produced with the help of soft iron. Iron and hard iron, the difference is that it's not like soft as pillow. It's like it can be easily magnetized and demagnetized, whereas the hard ions cannot be easily magnetized. Once it is magnetized, it is very difficult to demagnetize. Hope you have understood the difference between the soft iron and the hard iron. Soft iron is used in the preparation of electromagnets, and hard iron is used in the preparation of permanent magnets. Thank you, friends.